Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will kick it away first. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league, so a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game. There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He's got him, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They've got the screen set up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Using the quick game. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 7, Florida State 0.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got...
And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Case. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to impose their will with the run. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Off play action. Unloads it left. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Long. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. USC 14, Florida State.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Case.
On first down, was caught by the Packers. He's tackled at the 30-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Power football with the run. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Case. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Swings it out to the flat. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that is a rope to the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that can change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinator seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. The snap sets up the throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, those are so hard to stop defensively. We're just trying to dive in there on the D-line and create a pile and stuff them on 1st down, and 2nd down they go to Old Faithful, run the quarterback sneak to perfection.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
Yeah, and you could see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. On the move. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for room. It's Case. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
USC 24, Florida State 14.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick it away.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Quarterback checking off. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Right back to the well. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure.
Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it would be very successful.
Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The give to the back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. This crowd knows when to bring it. Dropping back, it's Law. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jess. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right, and you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
After the missed connection, it's second down. The running back has it. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
He's tackled at the 17-yard line. Brings up third down.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to it.
Oh, ball's out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
On the run, it's Case. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brought down at the 46-yard line. Third down coming on the back.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. He gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch open down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, USC 31, Florida State 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
3:25.
He's looking to throw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And listen, everything's four-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the first down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
On the option. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Speed behind center cannot be stopped. And the defense really can't even contain it.
No, and especially when the offense coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use him early and often.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
Back to pass. It's Law. Makes his connection. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That's caught. It's Figueroa. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get it through the air. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. And so the quarterback takes one for the team on the roughing the passer penalty, and it'll be first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Trojans are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Figueroa. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? The coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, There were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.